Chancery today. Got some meetings we got to do over at the Chancery with the vocations team. Hopefully we get some more new seminarians. That would be wonderful. It's a rainy day out. Farmers got some rain for their fields, so hopefully that'll help them along. Well, it's not really going to help them along now, I guess, because they're trying to get their crops planted, but we definitely needed the rain around here. It was said on the radio that we got 4 inches of rain. Now, I grew up on a farm. I know what 4 inches of rain looks like, and there's not water standing around anywhere. Sure, there's a little bit of washing that's happened in some of the fields, but there's definitely not any water standing, which means we were in desperate need of the rain if we truly did get 4 inches. Anyways, funny story about our rectory is that we've got a rain gauge, and the pastor told me the other day, he's like, well, we got more than an inch because we've got a Ken Hirsch rain gauge. Nice rain gauge, great rain gauge, best rain gauge that I can imagine has ever existed. But it's kind of tricky because there's a center column and an outside column, and you gotta know how to read the center column fills up and the whole center column is an inch, but it's marked by tenths and hundredths, and then that becomes your markings for the tenths become an inch on the outer column and the hundredths become tenths. And so he was telling me, he's like, well, I filled up the center column, but I don't know how much rain we ended up getting. So he's like, I dumped it out, but it was more than an inch because it was on the outside. And I said, well, why didn't you read it the way it's supposed to be read? Like it tells you. Anyways, whatever. It is what it is. We got, so they say, 4 inches of rain, but it's hard for me to believe. But as I talked to more farmers around the area, sure enough, I think we did get 4 inches. Well, that's pretty much it. This morning, went and had Mass over at St. Paul's in Comfrey. Came back, did some work in the office, and now here I go off to the Chancery. We'll see what this day brings. Nice day out. I kind of like cloudy days, so it's a good day. God always gives us exactly what we need. Not always necessarily what we think we want, but always what we need. And so as we pray for the farmers around the area that they might get the rain and the sunshine that they need, that hopefully it all comes in due course according to God's blessing and God's divine plan. He's the one that's going to bring the harvest to fulfillment in the end anyway, so hopefully, yeah, He's got it all under control. We just pray that we've got the patience to cooperate with His plan. Okay, so a little update on the water situation. We had Mass this morning, and turns out we got water in the basement. So I got done with my Mass, and well, look it. Here we go underneath the old stairwell of the church. Look it, it's just running in through the wall. That is crazy amounts of water. Yep, we definitely got a lot of water. So, yeah, my job today, Mother's Day. I hope to be going home and seeing my own mom, but we crowned our Blessed Mother upstairs, and now we're going to be pumping out some water. Who knew? Get ordained, and hey, look at all the fun you get to have. So yeah, a little update on the water situation down here. We're coming along pretty good. You know, it's starting to look like we might actually make some headway on this deal here. Around, I can show you that we got most of the water here cleaned up. The only problem is, because it's still coming in like a banshee over here, coming in big, strong stream, that right over there, I don't know if you can see that, down there in the bottom, because it's still coming in like a river, and we're not going to make any headway. So now me and the maintenance guy are trying to figure out what on earth we're going to do. I think we're going to go or head over to the school and assess our damage and situation there, and maybe come back to this when we're done. So I'm on the road. I'm heading over to hopefully the family lake cabin. My family's got a lake cabin. Gonna put in the dock today if I hadn't said that already. Hopefully we will be, I don't know, it's cold outside, so hopefully it's not too bad, too cold. got everything wrapped up at St. Mary's. Went out and checked Leavenworth, Japanese Church of the Japanese Martyrs in Leavenworth, and they didn't have any hardly water problems at all, which was great. So me and the maintenance guy got all that stuff wrapped up. Just swept up a couple of little puddles, sucked them up, and away we were going. So they got 3 buildings there: old school, the parish offices, and then the church building itself. So that was nice that they didn't have anything too detrimental for us to get cleaned up. So I was able to get on the road, not as early as I wanted to. I told my family I'd be seeing them at 5 o'clock. Well, it's going to be about 6 o'clock by the time I get there. But it'll be a good time together. Nice to get home for Mother's Day. Again, just blessings on all the mothers for Mother's Day. Thank you for everything that you do. We definitely would not be the men that we are as priests without our mothers, especially without the guidance of the Blessed Mother. And really, all of us are just so indebted to our mothers for saying yes to the gift of life. So thank you so much, mothers, for everything that you do. We love you. We're thankful for you.